Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Let's top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the first ever, excuse me, episode of I don't even have a name for this series yet, to be honest with you. But this is the first episode. I've been bouncing a few names around. Originally, I wanted to do something like Jays with J because my name's Jason, but that's already taken. I saw that on Instagram not too long ago. And now, a lot of my family has called me J-Man for a long time, so I'm thinking I might just call it J-Man. What do you guys think about that? Maybe that's already what I'm calling it. Maybe that's the title. It's hard to say. But, I'm hardly a man. I'm barely even a boy at this point, for being honest here. Anyways, I just gotta get into this. Because, let me tell you guys this. So, this is my setup right now. I'm using my iPhone XS. I think that's what phone it is. I'll be honest with you. I can't even remember. But I'm pretty sure it's an XS. I'm using that to record. Maybe in the future I invest in a better camera. Hard to say. At some point, I want to build a table. Not going to buy a table because fuck that. Even though lumber prices are kind of wild these days, I should probably be buying a table. But I'm probably going to end up building one. Oh my God, excuse me. Just because I like building shit, right? And anyways, so right now I'm using the XS camera. I made one video with it. It looked kind of shitty, but what are you gonna do? I mean, that's all I've got, right? And I've got this other iPhone right here, my old iPhone 8, which I was gonna use to record the audio. I was gonna use my headphones here because they got the built-in microphone. And I realized that because it's an iPhone 8, it doesn't have the aux port, and it's at 8% because I haven't used it in like a year. So I have to charge it right now, and this thing plugs into the charger port, so it's just not gonna work out, unfortunately. But that being said, next video I'll try and get better audio. I'll try and use the headphones, but I have to record this video right now. It's 9:07 p.m. on September 27th, dude. I'm fucked up. I'm all over the place right now. I'm drinking on YouTube, which I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do. Actually, maybe, Allie, I don't know. To be totally honest with you, I'm clueless. I'm just going in here and I'm winging it. I'm just trying to have a good time and talk Blue Jays. I got the light blue, the baby blue shirt on. Got a fucking beer stain on it now. But that's okay. What are you going to do, eh? I mean, we've all been there, right? We've all been there. And so, again, I apologize for the shitty audio today. Hopefully it's fixed in the future. Maybe it'll be even worse with the headphones. It's hard to say. I'm just going to hold them like a little microphone like some people do on TikTok and shit. But yeah, 9:08 now, September 27th. And tomorrow, September 28th, the Blue Jays play their first of 3 games against the Yankees. They have 6 games left. And I'm planning on posting this video tomorrow, ideally before the Yankees game. Now, this is going to be a very stressful week, guys. Very stressful. I mean, my stress levels throughout this entire season because of this weird-ass season they've got going on have been, like, through the roof. But now this time, I mean, they're going to be fucking soaring into outer space, you know what I mean? And I'm not, I want to say I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not because the Jays, they went on that insane run to start September. It was insane. I mean, it was, like, the best time to be a Jays fan in the world. And, there you go. They started this September off, 6-0? Was it 6-0? 7-0? Might have been 8-0. They won, like, how many games in a row, Allie? Like 11? I'm really just fucking trying to ballpark these numbers right now because I have no idea. So they started off September. They took the series against the Orioles, right? Oh, Jesus, I don't remember shit. I think they lost the first game against the Orioles. Wait, no, I don't know. I think they went 2-3 against the Orioles, and then they swept the A's for 3, swept the Yankees for 4, and then they lost the first game to the Orioles, right? And then there was that crazy doubleheader, absolutely nuts, wild doubleheader there. Unfortunately, I only got to see the second game, and I was pretty drunk when I was watching. I was at the bar, but the first game, they were down 10-5 at one point, and they ended up winning 11-10. I think George Springer hit a homer in the bottom or top of the 8th to put them over, and that was just fucking unbelievable. That was the first game of the doubleheader, and the second one was maybe even crazier. It's hard to say. I mean, they were both like absolutely wild. Oh, it wasn't the 8th. There was a doubleheader. What am I saying? So I think it might have been the 6th. So they're only 7 inning games. But second doubleheader, I was watching it and I was at the bar. I got there. It was like the 6th inning or something. 1-0 Orioles. And 7th inning, I look over and I see Bo Bichette take an absolutely massive hack at one. Gone out of there. I think that gave him the 2-1 lead, and that ended up being the game winner right there. But it was the 7th inning when he did that, and they ended up scoring 11 fucking runs in that inning. I mean, that's just unbelievable. They scored 11 runs to win the game 11-2. I think the Orioles put up one more run in the bottom of the 7th, which is fine. I mean, who gives a shit? But it was just crazy because they went 6 innings without scoring a single run. Then they put up that monster inning. It was just unbelievable. And then they ended up taking the 4th game rather. I don't remember how they did that, but I know they won it. So that was a fantastic series. Great way to keep the September hype going. And then what happened after that? Oh, then they played the Rays, correct? They played the Rays, and they took 2 out of 3 against the Rays. And then they played the Twins. They played the Twins. They played the Twins, and I think they took 2 out of 3 against the Twins. Oh my God, I can't remember. But I know they have had some up and down series against the Rays and Twins this month. And, it's been sort of hard to watch. Like, oh God, we lost the first 2 games of that series against the Twins that just passed. That was heartbreaking, man. You gotta be able to take at least 3 out of 4 against the Twins. But, it is what it is. We're 2 games back of the... Who are we? We're 2 games back of the Yankees, 1 game back of the Red Sox. And we play the Yankees for 3. I don't know who the Red Sox are playing. I'm going to check that right now, actually. Thank God my Wi-Fi is working right now. This laptop takes fucking forever to connect to the Wi-Fi sometimes. Let's check out the Wi-Fi schedule. Red Sox schedule. So, oh, Jesus. They play the Orioles. Christ. So they play the Orioles for 3, and then they play the Nationals for 3. Oh, okay. Well, that's not ideal. So basically, I don't know how the tiebreaker works between the Jays and the Yankees if they were to tie, hypothetically. But if the Jays take 2 out of 3 against the Yanks, and then they take 2 out of 3 against the Orioles, and so the Yankees take 1 out of 3 against the Jays and 1 out of 3 against the Rays, I think that would tie them up. And I'm not sure how it works from there. I'll be honest with you guys, this is my first season ever watching baseball. I've had an absolute blast. It's been painful, it's been stressful, it's been exciting, it's been disappointing, heartbreaking. Every word in the dictionary you could use to explain this fucking wild Blue Jay season. And I'm not saying it's wild just because it's my first one. Everybody in Blue Jays land has been saying this season's been nuts. And, I've really enjoyed it, watching first half Vladdy was like, it was like seeing an absolute superhero in front of me. The guy is just next level. I really thought he was going to win MVP for the longest time. I remember reading an article that was like 60 games in, and it was like, if the season were to end today, like it did, I guess, last season, right? Or the season before, I don't know. Whenever the 60-game season was, if the season were to end today, Vladdy Jr. would be MVP, which is fucking awesome. Guy was an absolute nail gun this year. But unfortunately, it looks like it's probably going to be Shohei Ohtani. Vladdy's been basically a non-factor for the last few games. He did not play well against the Twins. But he's still an absolute legend. 46, 47 homers he might finish with, 48. If he hits 50 homers, I'll eat my shirt. But he's, it's been an unreal season. And you really love to see it. The kid is just, you can't say enough good things about the kid, right? Absolutely phenomenal guy to be around by the looks of it. He's just always got a smile on him, except for when he's pissed at himself for swinging at some ball or whatever, what have you. But other than that, he's always smiling, he's laughing, he's talking to the other team, talking to his teammates, hyping them up, laughing with them, just having a good time. Kid just loves to be out there. He just loves life. You can just tell. He radiates positive energy. And, you can't ask for much more. And on top of that, phenomenal baseball player. 46 homers, most in the league. I think he's tied with Salvador Perez, though. What do they call him? Salvi? Salvation Army. Salvi. I guess we'll call him Salvi. Salvi and Vladdy both with 46 homers. And then I think Perez has a lot more RBIs than him, unfortunately, but a much worse average. So if Vladdy could have gotten a few more RBIs this season, that would have been fantastic. But what are you going to do? I mean, you can't win them all, right? Would have loved to see him win the triple crown, give Shohei a run for his money. But, you win some, you lose some. Anyways, let's talk about this upcoming series with the Yankees. So, obviously, we all know how the last series with the Yankees went. Phenomenal. Amazing. Fantastic. Perfect. Beautiful. 4 games, went to the Bronx, swept the Yankees. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody. I don't care who the fuck you are. You didn't see that coming. The Yankees were rolling. I mean, I think they had just lost a few games in a row, but they were coming off that crazy, I think they had an 11-game win streak, actually, is what it was. Or maybe 13. I don't know. They had a really impressive win streak. And then they dropped 12 of their next 14 or something like that. It was just really up and down for the Yankees. It felt a lot like the Blue Jays season, honestly. The Blue Jays have had extreme highs and extreme lows. I mean, late August, August 25th, not a single Blue Jays fan. I mean, I know there was a lot of hopefuls out there, but realistic Blue Jays fans thought they had zero chance of competing for a playoff spot. And then the September start rolled around, and everyone's mind was blown. They were rolling, they were hitting homers, and everyone was just crushing it. And it was just awesome. The pitching was clicking, the bullpen was on fire. The offense was hitting bombs. They were doing their thing. Everyone was doing their thing, which is, they've all done their thing throughout the season, just not necessarily all at the same time. You've had stretches where the offense has been great, but the bullpen has been blowing leads. I mean, the full first half, basically, our offense was carrying the load and our bullpen was throwing it away in the later innings, right? That was tough to watch. My God, that was tough to watch. That made me want to switch teams, to be honest with you. Never. I would never switch on the Jays. I'll be a Jays fan for probably my whole life, to be honest with you. And you know what? I'm glad I stuck with this team because eventually the pitching came around. The bullpen started to get better. At the trade deadline, they picked up, who'd they get? Before the deadline, they picked up Adam Simber. Who else was in there? Adam Simber and Corey Dickerson. Didn't we get for Joe Panic? Or was that Rowdy Tellez? I honestly don't know. I don't know. But it was one of those two guys. But regardless, we fleeced the ever-living shit out of them. I mean, Adam Simber's probably he's definitely a top 4. He's for sure a top 4 bullpen guy for us. No doubt. I'd probably say top 3, maybe top 2. I think you got to put Romano at number 1. He's our closer. He's our guy. He's our absolute fucking nail gun out there. And, even though he's struggled at times this season, most of the time he's been absolutely rock solid. And I think number 2 is really a toss-up between Trevor Richards, Adam Simber, Tim Meza. I mean, you throw any of those guys in there, you're most likely not going to go wrong. And before the trade deadline, I mean, you didn't have any of those guys. I almost said Tim Hicks. Tim Meza was on the injured list. Fucking Adam Simber was on his former team. So was Trevor Richards. And then you bring those guys in. And then at the trade deadline, who else do you get? You get Jose Barrios to fucking bolster up that starting pitching lineup. And so he's what, our number 2 guy now? I'd say he's number 2. Okay, my phone keeps turning on and off. I don't know why it keeps doing this, but it's just doing that, and it's pissing me off. So I'm going to have to flip it upside down. That'll take care of it. Anyways, we get Jose Barrios. Now we got Robbie Ray, our AL Cy Young winner. I'm calling it right now. He better win. If not, I'm gonna have to make some angry phone calls. It really depends on this Yankees series, I guess, because I think him and Garrett Cole are both going to be pitching in this series. Not against each other, unfortunately, which would be a blast to see. But I think they'll both be pitching in this series, if I'm not mistaken. So, Robbie Ray, if he can go, 6 innings, 1 or 2 runs. If we can bring it to Garrett Cole, make him cough up a few runs, that'd be nice. That'd be great. I would be happy to see it. If not, then, I mean, hey, it's baseball. But it'll really be a toss-up between Garrett Cole and Robbie Ray. Previously, you might have been able to throw Lance Lynn and Carlos Rodon in there. Rodon, I don't know how the fuck to say his name. I too many White Sox. But, they spend too much time on the injured list. So it's basically between Robbie Ray, Gary Cole, and I'm really hoping my man Robbie Ray pulls through and wins it for the boys. We'll see. You never know. Baseball's a funny sport. But that being said, Robbie Ray at number 1. He's our ace. That's our guy. Then you got Jose Barrios at number 2. Alek Manoah, who's probably going to... I can imagine Alek Manoah is going to be one of my favorite pitchers for a long time. I think right now he is my favorite pitcher because I just got to see his whole major league career, right? This is my first year watching baseball, and the kid comes up and he smokes the Yankees in his debut. What did he go, like 6 innings and like maybe a couple hits, 0 runs? It was unbelievable. I knew that kid. I saw his mom going crazy in the stands. I had my mom down here watching with me. We were loving it. My mom fucking hates baseball. Fuck baseball. That's what she says. Not really. She doesn't swear around me often. But, she was loving it because she got to see Alek Manoah's mom losing it. She was having a great time. And so, that was fun to see. And, I just got to check if this is still recording. As I was looking at that, I could see, my little setup here. It's not ideal. I don't even know if the camera's at a good level right now, but it's not ideal. One of these days I will fix it. I promise you. I promise. I'll get a better setup. I'll get like a chair. I'll get a nice table/desk thing. It'll be a lot more professional. I'll have microphones. I'll have cameras. It'll be awesome. It'll be great. But as of right now, this is what we're working with. Some weird-looking skinny kid on a couch drinking a beer, talking to his phone. Doesn't get much better than that. Check out these socks I got the other day. They got dogs on them. I'm not sure what kind of dog. Kind of looks like a golden retriever. No, I really don't know. A Rottweiler. I don't know dog breeds. Fuck, I mean, I know like pit bulls. I know bulldogs. I know other dogs. I just don't know these dogs. All right, they're cool though. They're cool. I don't even know if you guys can see them. But they're nice. And I also got a pair that had sloths dabbing. That was pretty sick. Not like taking a fucking dab, but I'm not, you know what I mean. And then I also got a pair of rubber ducks. Socks. Those are pretty dope. Anyways, what the fuck was I talking about? Okay, yeah, I was talking about Alek Manoah. So Alek Manoah at number 3, I mean, he's been absolutely unreal, to be honest with you. For the longest time, he went like however many games without allowing more than 2 runs. And it was just ridiculous. The kid was like, you were looking at this kid like, who the fuck is he? This guy a superhero sent from fucking Asgard? Is this Thor? And he was just crushing teams. He's got the filthy slider. When it's on, it's unhittable. Let me tell you. I love Alek Manoah. I love that kid. If I was gay, I would want him inside me. That was a weird thing to say. But then at number 4 and 5 is kind of iffy. I'll be honest with you. They've been good. Number 4, got to give it to my man Steven Matz. I think most Jays fans would agree. Stevie, my boy, he's got to be number 4. He's been solid ever since the All-Star break. He's been like rock solid, like solid, right alley, yeah. And then number 5, Ryu. You can take it or leave it with him. I really hope next season he's back to his former self, but at this point he's getting older. It's hard to say. It's hard to convince yourself that he's going to be good again. I mean, he'll be good. I'm sure he'll be good, but he won't be like Cy Young candidate level, I wouldn't imagine. If he is, then rock on. Good on him. Because I love that guy. I hope he plays well, and I want to see him succeed. He seems like a really nice dude. He seems smart. He's got good stuff. He does. He's not the hardest thrower, but it is what it is. He's on the injured list right now. The bullpen day against who the fuck did we do that against? The Rays. Did not go well. Julian Merriweather came in. He kind of stunk. Ross Stripling wasn't good. I think I stopped watching after Ross Stripling gave up like a 3-run blast or something like that. And then after that, I'm not sure who came in. Stopped watching the game, obviously. But regardless, did not go well. I'm hoping it goes better this week if that's what they choose to do, unless they just start Start Ross Stripling, maybe start Thomas Hatch, whatever they do. Maybe Ryu's back. Hard to say. I really haven't been keeping up with it, to be honest with you. But regardless of what they do, I really hope it works out. I think it's going to be against the Yankees. Jesus, we got to take 2 out of 3 against the Yankees. I'd love to sweep them again, but we swept them last time. There's no fucking... I'm not going to say there's no way, because it's possible. It's definitely possible. But, winning 7 games in a row against the Yankees is not an easy feat. I think I would imagine we're in Rogers Center, are we not? I don't know. I think I don't know. I hope we are. Should be, because we played it in the Bronx last time, right? So Yankees coming to town to play the Jays. Who's on the mound for the first game tomorrow? Beats the fuck out of me. But whoever it may be, best of luck. Well, Alek Manoah pitched last game. Who was before that? Barrios was before that. Robbie Ray was before that. So it's either going to be my boy Stevie or it's going to be bullpen / Ryu day. Those are going to be our next 2 games regardless. I don't feel good about that. I'll be honest with you. But that being said, they're good pitchers. They're major league pitchers. We've seen them torch teams before. I can't see why they wouldn't be able to do it again. You know what? Scratch what I just said. I feel great about it. Let's fucking destroy these Yankees. Let's, break their spirits. Let's sweep their ass. Get them the fuck out of Toronto feeling heartbroken. Because they're 2 games up on us right now. So if we sweep them, we take the lead. That'd be great. That'd be phenomenal. And then we play the Orioles. They play the Rays. Doesn't get much better than that, right? So that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, you get swept, and then you're done. You're done. You're not making the playoffs. There's literally no chance. You take 1 out of 3, not making the playoffs. I'm just gonna be honest here. You're not gonna make the playoffs. You got to take at least 2 out of 3. You got to. If you go 1 and 2 rather, then the Yankees are now 3 games up on you, and the Red Sox playing the Orioles are probably at least 2 games up on you, and it's just not where you want to be. But hey, we'll see how it all plays out. And then, so hypothetically, say we take 2 out of 3 against the Yankees, and the Yankees go. I don't even know. This is a weird hypothetical because the Jays basically need to go 4 and 2, and the Yankees need to go 2 and 4 for us to even have a chance. I don't know how the fuck that tiebreaker shit works. So maybe that does happen, and the Jays are still out of there. I don't know. I'm hoping the Jays go 6 and 0. Okay, I hear my fucking phone vibrating. Why is it doing this shit? It does not have a good connection with my computer. That's all it is. But it's vibrating constantly, and it's pissing me off. So I'm going to give it to my cat. There you go, Allie. Scared the piss out of her. You know what? We're going to get off this topic because it's just stressing me out. I'm going to be like pulling hair out of my head for the next week. I'll be back talking to you guys probably after the Yankees series. That would be ideal. And then I'm definitely going to have to talk to you guys after the Baltimore series. Before the wild card game, knock on wood. You never know what's going to happen. We could make it. We could not. I watched the wild card series last year, the one against the Rays. That was weird. That's when I actually first started watching baseball, was that little mini series right there. I watched the Jays get kind of smoked. And then I didn't watch any baseball until the World Series, and I watched a lot of the Dodgers and Rays, and it was fun to watch. I watched that crazy game where there was like back-to-back errors or something, and the Rays won the game on stolen home base, or home plate rather, and it was crazy. It was wild. Randy Arozarena slid in there, and he was like slapping the ground. That's going to be one of my earliest memories of watching baseball. That was pretty wild. And Brett Phillips, I think he was the man in one game, and he like hit a I don't know what he got. I think it was just a regular base hit, but he won the game for them. That was crazy. The Rays had some nice moments there. I hate the Rays, but I do like Brett Phillips. I love that guy. I think everyone likes Brett Phillips, though. There's guys on that team I like. I like G-Man Choi. Randy Arozarena's cool. Wander Franco, he is what it is. Holy shit, I keep getting like mini hiccup spurts and I don't know what's going on. I think I might be like having an aneurysm. You hear that? You hear that? I don't know. But a lot of people hate teams in the AL East, right? With the Yankees, you either love them or you fucking despise them. And I feel like it's largely the same with the Red Sox. I can't stand the Red Sox. I hate the Red Sox more than I hate the Yankees, to be honest with you. I just look at that team and I look at guys on their team's face. I'm like, holy fuck, I hate you. I don't even know what it is. Like, looking at Alex Verdugo, I guess a lot of people like him. He seems like a good guy, I guess. But I see his face, I'm like, holy shit, fuck you, dude. Fuck you, you piece of shit. I would never say that to his face because he would, like, absolutely drop kick me into orbit. But, what's his name there? Christian Vasquez, the catcher. Can't stand that guy either. Piece of shit. Hunter Renfroe. Who else is on that team? Bunch of fuckers. I like Big Dick Bobby, though. I'll be honest with you. I like Bobby Dalbec. I don't know why. I just like him. I got him on my fantasy team. I've also got Rafael Devers and Xander Bogaerts. I kind of like Xander Bogaerts, even though I kind of hate him. And I don't like Rafael Devers. He always looks like a fucking chipmunk. He's got those weird cheeks. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe he's just got like a fucking... He's got pouches in there. He's got what... I don't know. He's got like pouches holding some chew in there. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that guy. But I also hate a lot of guys on the Yankees, too. Don't get me wrong. Hate Aaron Judge. It is what it is. I don't know. Aaron Judge, his lips throw me off. His fucking mouth. I don't like it. Gio, Giancarlo, DJ, these guys are all, they're whatever. I scared my cat away by throwing my phone on the chair, by the way. Kind of weird. Not a fan. Not a fan, eh? Where'd you go? I've just been holding this beer the whole time. I've barely been drinking it. Yeah, hate the Yankees. Hate the Red Sox. Praying we sweep the Yankees. If not, then I might just cry. Might cry. You never know. I've yet to cry over anything in baseball yet, so maybe this is the first time I've cried over basketball before. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I've only cried twice over basketball-related things, I believe. I mean, 1.5, really. 1.5. And, one of them was extremely understandable. I cried when Kobe passed away. Sue me. I'm a fucking human being. That guy was my hero. I'm not going to get into that. I'll get into that in a different video, but not this one. This one we're talking Blue Jays. I'm not going to tell you what the other one I half cried about was. Hey, my alley. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Get up here. Get up here. Come on. You little... Get up here. Look how cute my cat is, guys. Look what she does. Look at her. Look at her. Isn't this precious? Isn't this precious Achua? Dude, I'm just talking basketball now. This went from a Jays podcast to a Raptors podcast. No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. Guys, this cat... She's been around for a little while. Well, I think we've had her since like 2012. 9 years old. You're old as shit. No, she's not. She's not. She's still young and agile. Well, at least she acts like it. And she acts like an absolute princess. Loves to be held and loves to... She only comes and talks to us when she wants something. If she wants to be let outside or if she wants food. It's about the only time she comes and shows us any attention. Little needy brat. I got her locked down here with me right now, so she's kind of freaking out. But, it is what it is. What was I talking about? Jays-wise? I don't even know. I've got a book. It's called Greatest Jays Stories Ever Told or something like that. It's pretty interesting. I've only read 2.5 chapters so far. The first chapter... I'm thinking about making this a segment on these podcasts, so I talk about one of the chapters, because they're really cool stories. Like, the first one, it goes on about how the Toronto Blue Jays were actually almost at one point the Toronto Giants. And I believe the chapter's called San Toronto Giants. That's what it was called. And it's basically talking about how the Giants, they basically had no fans back in the day, and they had no money. They kept losing money every season, and so they decided they were going to sell the team, and they were about to sell them to the Jays, and it was like an hour away from the deal expiring, and the Jays would have gotten the team. But then Buddy there, I can't remember any of the names. I'm terrible with names. But Buddy stepped in, and they bought the team, had to stay in San Francisco, and the rest is history. I don't think the Giants have come close to moving since. And not long after that, Toronto had their own team. They had the Blue Jays. And, here we are today. And then the next chapter goes on about Doug Alt, who, very interesting man. Very interesting life that guy had. That was a pretty cool chapter. It was sad. It was impressive. It was a lot of different things. It's a very good book thus far. The third chapter is about one of the first women in broadcasting who was with the Blue Jays and all the struggles she had because you know how misogynistic it was back then. And it's sad to read it, honestly. Like people were fucked up. There was a dude who was, I don't know, he made a cake that resembled a vagina. Well, I don't think he made it. That'd be impressive. If you had two talents, you were a major league baseball player and you were also a professional fucking cake boss, like you could design cakes and shit. Specialized in private parts, genitalia. Just call them private parts. Holy shit. I feel like I'm 7. I don't know, Allie. I don't know. You don't have any private parts, right? No, it's well-known fact about cats. They do not have genitalia. Don't look it up. Just take my word for it. I'm right. I don't even know if I'm talking loud enough, guys. I feel like I really need to get my little microphone going here. I also don't know how long this video is. And I don't know how long any of these videos are going to be. So I think for right now, it's a good place to end it. Thank you. I think this is a good place to end this video. I think I've talked for long enough. I've talked about a bunch of nonsensical bullshit. I've sworn a few times. I apologize. It's me. It's going to happen. I've almost finished this beer now. Am I sweating? A tad bit. That's all right. It's hot down here. It's Canada, man. Of course it's going to be hot. Right? That was a joke. All right. I'll finish this beer and then I'll sign off. But, yeah, so I need everyone who's ever been a Blue Jays fan, cross your fingers. If you're superstitious in any way and you need to do something that helps the Blue Jays win, by all means, do it. Excuse me, I'll be, I don't know where my hat is, but I'll be rocking the Blue Jays hat quite a bit. I don't have a jersey yet. I do not have a Blue Jays jersey, but I gotta get one. I was over at the mall earlier this week, and I saw a Vladdy Jr. jersey in there, and I was like, oof, I want to buy that. Oh my god, I keep getting these damn hiccups. And I wanted to buy it. I did not. I didn't pull the trigger. They had a lot of Blue Jays hats in there too. I really want to get a new Blue Jays hat because I love the Blue Jays hat I have right now. It's just the brim on it is fucking wild. And I'll show it to you guys at some point, obviously. I always wear it backwards though because the brim is just so fucking crazy. It's like long and it's thick. And it's like never perfectly rounded, you know what I mean? It's like one side's kind of like this and then one side's like this, and that's obviously extreme. But it just doesn't look good when I'm wearing it forwards, and it looks like too big for my head, and it just looks bad. So I got to wear it backwards, but I will be wearing it in future videos, no doubt. Maybe even the next one, probably the next one, to be honest with you. Yeah, I've even got the blue can going on here. It's actually camo season for these guys, so this is a rarity. But yeah, I'm hoping for next video I'll have my phone. I'm hoping my phone will just chill out, stop vibrating every second, literal second. and it'll be charged up, and I can, use the microphone, and I can get some better audio going. And then, yeah, that'll be that. I'm looking forward to it. I like talking baseball. I really do. And I don't really have anyone to talk baseball with. So it's nice to be able to talk and not, have to listen to anyone else's stupid fucking opinions, because mine's right, and other people's are often wrong. So nah, I love other people's opinions. I know very little about baseball, to be completely honest with you. I really do. I'm a lack of knowledge piece of shit. I fuck around. I say dumb shit about baseball all the time. Most of it is not accurate, and I love it. I just love it. I love talking all sports. I love talking football, even though I know absolutely jack shit about football. I love talking hockey, even though I know jack shit about hockey. I'd say my knowledge in terms of the major sports definitely goes basketball, baseball, hockey, football. I think a year ago, even, it probably would have gone basketball, hockey, baseball, football. Because I know a decent amount about hockey. I do. But with all these young kids coming up and taking over the league, I don't really understand a lot of it. So I don't know who half these players are. But it is what it is. I know all the rules and stuff. I like hockey. I've always liked hockey. I was originally a hockey guy before I was a basketball guy. I played hockey in like grade 1. I was fucking nasty, dude. Now, I think I was pretty ass. I was always a tiny little shrimp bitch. There was one kid on my team who was filthy at hockey, just nasty. His dad was also the coach, so that's great. But he scored every single goal for us that season. I don't know how many games we played. I don't know how many teams we played against, but I do know he scored every single goal. I mean, at least that's what I remember. That could be wrong. That could be exaggerated. But from what I remember, he scored every single goal. His dad was the coach. It just lined up. Kid was nasty. I didn't do fuck all. I remember I got a buddy who constantly reminds me of this, so I could not possibly forget it. One time, I don't know if it was a game or a practice. That part I'm a little fuzzy on, but I came out I stepped onto the ice and I didn't have pants on, like hockey pants. I had like clothes on. I just didn't have hockey pants on. So that was a little odd. And my buddy's brother, who was reffing, I guess, he asked me where my pants were. I was like, oh fuck, I don't know, dude. So I just played the game without them. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I went back to the locker room, obviously. Good times. I was a young little idiot. That's probably something I would do today, if we're being honest here. Right, Allie? Mm. Yeah. All right, that beer is warm now. It's also empty. So, I guess we can call it here. This was fun. I'm looking forward to the next video. I'm not going to be doing these daily. I promise you that. I will not be doing these daily. There's just no fucking chance. This is the first video going up on this channel, I guess, right? Or maybe second. Maybe I'll post that intro I recorded a while back first. I don't even know what I said in that video. I think I already edited it and stuff, though. So I think I'll probably put that one up first. This one will come up later on in the day. I've got to edit it and everything. There's not much editing, to be honest with you. Once I figure out how to turn this into a podcast as well, I will be doing that. So you'll be able to listen to these on podcasts. You could listen to them on the go. You could watch the videos. I mean, the video's not all that interesting, I wouldn't imagine. I'm just sitting here chilling with a cat, drinking a beer. That's, I think, all I've got to say. Yeah, so, go Jays. I hope everyone has a great day. Let's hope for some W's. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I mean, even if I'm just talking to nobody, I'm having a good time here, right? That's the main thing. I'm enjoying this. I'm talking sports, which is something I love doing. And what more can I say, man? Thank you if you actually are interested in this. Stick around, and I appreciate you. So as I said, have a great day. See you next time.